Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of Shadowrun Returns. I've fixed the audio balancing issue, so hopefully the music of the game doesn't overpower my talking, and it should be a little more listenable. And where we left off, we just had a tutorial segment which introduced the combat in the form of a flashback back in our runner's past, where a deal went down, so we were forced into combat with a bunch of Renkaku security thugs. And currently we're talking to Sam Watts, I think, or Waits, who has called us after months of non-contact, obviously looking for our help. So you stare at Sam's face on the comlink, shake off the memory and focus. Yeah, the memory was not that great. We'd lost one of our friends, associates at the very least. And yeah, the deal went sour because we were backstabbed by one of the mages, which had a really smirky... I had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on that list, or the list. Yeah, so he's pretty down and out. The entire life of a runner was not for him. At the very end of the combat, he says that he's just wanted to go find a brothel and drink his life away, and I guess something has caught up to him. So I set up a dead man switch to send you this call. I've got 100,000 Nunion insurance policy, payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Oh, so I guess that's where the name of this campaign came from. Contact my law firm, Rogers, or Gert and McCain, when the job is done. They'll know what to do. Chet? Lawyer. The camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watts' wishes, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain have installed a secure, dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. Camera switch. Sam straightens up. Talk seriously. First time. Oh, I suppose, given the situation of his impending death, and still, anyway. Look, Ludovox, I've led a direct life, and I probably left a direct corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe. I want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? Ugh, I traded my drinking buddy for a paycheck? That's cold. I'll go nonchalant. My schedule's pretty clear, right? Yeah. I did hope you just said yes. Yes, Sam. Yes, I did. I've got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. You on the slab. Ugh. That is a man wrestling with his mortality. It's a pretty bad situation. But again, that's what's cool about the tone of this. It's very steeped in the tone and mythology of cyberpunk genres. But with its hint of fantasy with all the fantasy classes. So I can understand and why people back this, and I'm glad they did because I get to experience it too. Ooh. Rest in peace, Sam. See you in Seattle. The dead man switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped backseat of a cab following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of Redmond Barons. Organ grinders. Legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for Nunion, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barons has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watts' bodies ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the stench of death and bleach. Well, that's sad. Poor Sam. So now we get into the exploration, because all we really had was the room that we'd entered. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. I know what that smells like. Ugh. It's gross. Can I interact with this environment? Doesn't seem so, but assume that's Sam's body. Dresden. Alright, Dresden. Ooh, he's a chipper-looking fellow. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job." Little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop grade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. I mean, it looks like he's enjoying himself. Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour. Some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinder's branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. You are? Let's be professional. Ludovox, I represent a man named Sam Waits, and I'm here to look into his murder. Rounds. Interesting. A dead man makes for a strange client. What do you think? What makes you think he's here? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right, he's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. Press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with this being all the way out here in the Barrens. Guess it's outside the main part of the city. So who told you he was dead? I don't think I want to talk about how much money was wired to the account. Like, that's giving away far too much. So, yeah, let's go with Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, smile wiping the suspicion from his face. A dead man switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. At least he doesn't know how much money I'm being paid. I guess it's 100,000 Union? He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. Third one was downtown. Guess he thinks it's a serial killer going. Not my title. That's what the Seattle Press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He, or she, always removes an internal organ from them. Okay. Delicious. No, I don't want to... What prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Watts' liver was cleanly cut out. Whiz? Okay. How about the other lucky contestant? First victim's heart was missing. The third had spleen. A choice in organs, but, like... If it's to do with organ selling, this place... I don't know. Dresden, get out here. The classic. That's a fellow I don't think I want to meet. I'm here about new Ripper victim, Sam Watts. Hey, look at... Oh. I look at Sam's body? Yeah. Sam's body is half covered with a sterile surgical seat. His face is ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest, there's a small, pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It seemed the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him, and took it. Whew. Next to Sam were several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Handwritten note. You can see only part of the note given the torn off bits and bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible we argued about something. We have been probably together for so long. Say I'm sorry. See you there, love, Jessica. Girlfriend. Business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstress Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it ill. Cred stick. It's a standard, cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what was on it without slotting it. I'll take that. Oh. And let's look at his purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Lovely. Let's put that back down the evidence bag and see what's going on out here. McCluskey. Oh, I've got to get used to the interface. I want to click on him. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusk-pointed ears and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper Vic, Watts. Name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? Ooh. The coroner frowns. You insisted at the time. He chortles. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows his way around the scalpel. He has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too. So I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon? Nah, come on, you're a detective. It's obviously more than just that. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days, it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. Wow. You're no damn help, dwarf. Lone Star Detective finally notices you. You notice superhuman powers of observation. That's good. It's pretty good. Who the hell are you? I'm surprised I don't have enough strength, given that I too am an orc. But... I'm a nobody who didn't hear nothing. I'm new in town. You're the welcoming committee, or... I guess I'll go. Are you the detective on this case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding his killer. The dreck you were. You get anywhere near my investigation, I'll be you on the slab, orc. Why are you just referring to them by their race? Species, rather. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week, claiming my promotion. So he really doesn't care. He's just using the system to work up the ladder. Alright, Dresden, look at me. Dresden looks amused. You always make friends that easily? Yeah, I'm great at dinner parties. He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You're really gonna work for the dead man? Sam's there when I needed him. I'm going to return the favor. A job's a job, and this one pays better than most. I'm gonna bring his killer to justice. At least street justice. I'm gonna do that, given that my character is also a street samurai, and they follow a very stringent code of honor, so let's do that. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 Noonian a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Justin pauses, considering. You have honor, after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. So, the voices that I give to them are probably going to be all over the place, but I'll get better as we go along. What can I do to help you? On the take, who's paying to hold his leash? What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? What are organs worth these days? Who still uses scalpels? Have you heard of Seamstress Union? I just need to know one more thing. Okay, so it's just, I'll go through all of these and hopefully get more information. So, on the take, who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but somebody with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career. And wallet. Okay, so, corruption at the higher levels. I mean, given this is Cyberpunk, this is very, very likely. Megacorps run everything. What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't you the official in that sentence? You don't buy it, or sounds like you disagreed with the findings? I'll go with sounds like you disagreed with the findings. My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her right arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. Seedy underbelly of this world, I suppose. So, what are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth worth a bunch of Noonian, but individual organs, not worth as much anymore. What with all the synth and cyber stuff on the marketplace these days? Organ grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky though, and they don't care where the bodies came from either. Interesting. So that lowers the likelihood of the killer doing it for profit. I mean, given the fact that he has like a scalpel rather than medical tools to get out the body, it's a bit of a, what's it called, more unique. Yeah, exactly. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know where to look. And where have you heard of Seamstress Union? It's a nearby club in the Barons that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. That's supposed to be. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus the dead are just easier to get along. Okay. I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay then, I'll go do that. I don't want to be overly confrontational. Oh, there's more things to interact with. Medikit. Cool for reviving. Alright, what's inside these? The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Okay. Open the drawer. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal a fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest, in addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen. The body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa, easy there. Jake Armitage. Haha, love the glasses. Very, Gendo from Genesis. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. It's one interesting design. You were just sleeping in a freezer. A freezer for dead people. Don't tell me you hadn't considered it. Cheaper than a coffin hotel, and the service is just as good. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I notice you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? The latest Ripper victim. Do you know him? I'll do that. I won't mention Sam right now. Oh, okay. Sam, eh? Glad someone cares. We used to drink together every now and then, over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other. Though. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John! Is this guy cool? Yeah, he's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help him out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then. The name's Jake. And you are... Nice to meet you. I'm Ludovox. Well-mannered too. Such a rare thing in this city. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was there with Sam the other night. The night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging at the Seamstress Union that night. Tricked out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. This Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangsters got the jump on me. He winces. Damn. Maybe you need a soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. Hands are dirty anyway. And what's wrong with his intestine? You hear a loud squelching noise as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat court bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump. Got the jump on us. Damn gangsters thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles, and you could get the impression that that didn't work out so well for the gangsters. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him. Until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last day in this place. You've done this before? It's a long story. I ended up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Guess he uses the morgue to hang out, cause where better to hide than a bunch of dead people? Yeah, Jake's a regular. Should have started a rewards card. Jake, a few more visits and you'll get a free night stay. Jake laughs. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union. Missing liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leader's got the whole gang searching the Barons for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place where Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit those streets alone at night, trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? I'm gonna keep with the, well-mannered approach. So, and street samurai, so I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, Jake, count me in. Great! I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangsters. But this stretch of the Barons is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you haven't made it to this market in one piece without packing some heat. He yells over his shoulders, as in Dresden. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. Jake argues. So, do you need a weapon? You would think... I'll probably go with a shotgun. Ooh, melee. Let me check my stats quick. Here we go. So I have 3 strength, no bonuses. Okay, it doesn't... I have 1 bonus point, I guess, in range combat, so for now I'll go with a shotgun? It's close enough to me. Oh, spend karma. When did I get karma? Oh. I'm good with a shotgun. Like the subtle approach, eh? Alright, try this cannon out. So, ready for an evening out on the town? Just a minute, tell me more about these gangsters. Yeah, because we want more information on who exactly it is we're going to be fighting. Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners in the Barons looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe a little easier. I'm ready. I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you yet. Cool. Can I talk to Dresden anymore? Seems not. Oh, alright, let's take care of these street gangs. Head out to the Barons. Yep, let's go. The Redmond Barons. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barons. Doesn't matter your business, the Barons doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, add a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the street. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs in with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's nice place to call home. My stash is just around the corner in the alley. Find Jake's stash. Holy smokes. Slot machine. Organ grinders. If those are actual claw marks, something real big got to that sign. Okay, cool. I can zoom in too. So, soy cav. Best beer. I'm just taking in the surroundings. It's quite nice. Rack off stump legs? Yeah, let's go talk to this fellow in the alleyway. I can. As you approach, the man sizes you up. You can see the age-old fight or flight equation running behind his drug-clouded eye. Beneath the track marks on his arms, you spot a set of tattoos that indicates he is, or at least was, a shaman. Hey man, are you okay? Yes! No! Yes! Well, I should have probably done the inflection opposite that way. No, I saw something. It's going to kill me. Why would you just say, I've had enough of this? I guess if you just don't care to help the situation. Calm down, I'm Ludovox. What's your name? My name is Vlad. Vlad, those are some nice tattoos. Are you a shaman? The word shaman strikes a chord. It seems to shake off some of the mental cobwebs. Yes, I am a shaman. I thought so. Vlad, what do you see? Or what did you see? Yes, I saw something. The other night I saw a spirit so dark, so alien that... Vlad trails off and shudders. Where did you see the spirit? Just across the street from the Seamstress Union. It's gone now, Vlad. It's not going to kill you. You're safe. Thank you. I think you're right. I feel better now. More whole. Now, I think I need some sleep. Bit of world building, and potentially there'll be a spirit that attacks when we go to this. Wow, Seamstress Union? Don't go to the market. Oh, the direction of my objective is shown on the hour button here. That's good to know. Dandelion eaters. Okay, so it's a drug type den or a restaurant. I'm not gonna judge. It is a bit awkward trying to figure out how to talk to people. Sarah, her clothes may be dirty, but this woman is far from downtrodden. Hey, that's not my business. I wouldn't go that way. Why? What's going on? Frag off? Wow, don't be mean. Some Halloweeners stirring up trouble again. She points. They rode in this morning on those fancy bikes. Set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down the streets all day, shaking down anyone that would pass. Right, so that's why that other NPC was like, don't go to the market. Typical. Well, odds are, those are the guys we're after. Sounds like a friendly bunch. Are you safe out here? She laughs. You think I'm dumb enough to get caught out in the open by one of those assholes? Nah, I know these streets like the back of my hand. Worry about your own skin. Anything else I should know about these gangsters? Well, their leader's a big old troll named John Paul. Real piece of work. Even for a wiener. That's just so funny to me. As I'm 5. Yep, that's him. Jake checks his... They're going to be in for a rude surprise. You might want to clear out before the shooting starts. He looks you over, then nods. Don't need to worry about me. I know how to stay low. They're a tough bunch, though. I didn't warn you. Thanks, Sarah. I really like the ambiance of this place. It's really cool. And it seems like a fog of war type. You know, as I go around the map, it shows off more. I don't know why this would be a tourist trap, though. This seems like a place you wouldn't want to go to. Especially given the radioactive dust and the downtrodden trash. And I guess if somebody wants adventure, they want to go here. Yeah, let's go pick up the stash. Yeah, the interacting is still getting a bit used to. I have to take time to sort it out. Hidden in the garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a mag card reader. Open the safe with your card. With a smooth hiss, safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that's a perfect match for your skill. You take the gear. Cool. Okay, bunch of wieners. Rude? Just run in and smack us? It's pretty badass music, I've got to say. Yeah, you're getting a face full of lead. That's what you get for just smacking me. Oh, I missed? Oh no, it is going to be like XCOM. So what's he have? He has a unarmed and a pistol. What are the skills does he have? He's a mage. I thought he was a decker, but it seems I was wrong. So he's got heal wounds, all damage removed. It's pretty good. Increases chance to hit, and flamethrower. Ooh. Oh, that's a person I want to do. Sure. It's... Oh, it's literally the fireball that I saw earlier. I'll just take care of this thug. Guy has terrible aim. Load. Let's take cover. Shoot him in the face. Ooh, very nice. So, welcome to the Barons. I guess you'll need to find a new spot to hide. I guess I'll need to find a spot to hide my gear. So I shouldn't invest in real estate around here? Only by the hour. Hey, you seen where I stay at night? Very true. Now that you've got some gear, let's go deal with these Halloweeners. And with that, I will stop here. And hope you enjoyed this. And hopefully the audio is good. If anybody has any suggestions, just leave them in the comments. If you want to see more, like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.